computer here, and this other one down here. Okay, if we go on mute when we're when you're not talking, otherwise we get a little background noise now. That'd be great. Okay, so put you on mute, Terry, and you're on mute, Patricia. Catholic. Someone else come? We're okay. We're ready to go. So let me share the screen here a little bit. Okay, the webcams will be to the right. You can click on the 3x3 matrix and you'll get a zero on the webcams on the right, and then you can reshape it. Okay. So welcome to Manifest World Unity. This is a manifestation webinar to create a better world given the serious nature of what's going on at the moment. I just had an inspiration to run this a few weeks ago, and this is for light workers like you guys who come here to help the world, and you might be feeling, is there a bit more I can do to help in this current global crisis? And like most of us, you may have been adversely affected by humanity's collective fear, given the amount of darkness and unconsciousness coming out in the world. But asking, what can you as an individual do? Well, our greatest power is when we work collectively as light workers. It's the greatest power that's hidden from us, which is why I'm running this webinar. Because as a group, working in a unified manner, we can create a massive amount of change, as you're starting to see in the world, as people stand up for what they believe is true. So I'm going to share with you manifestation process I used to create the Center for Conscious Ascension. I'm Nicolas, David, and the guys who haven't met me before. And I've been running this, founded this about 20 years ago, the Center for Conscious Ascension. And we're here to help ascend the planet, ascend you in consciousness to the next dimension, next reality of existence. And what we're going through now, it is the end times, as they say in the Bible. I'm not religious though. It's the bringing out of the great darkness in the world that's always been there into consciousness, so everyone can become conscious of it, and light is brought to it, so it can be transformed to light, so we can ascend. So today we're going to learn a manifestation technique for manifesting world unity, and for helping us work through this very challenging time. But also I will teach you using divine healing, which is the very advanced healing technique we use at the Center for Conscious Ascension, how to clear any fears or any other low frequency emotions you have, which may be affecting you, okay, already coming out at this time. So what I want to hear is from the guys here briefly, is just say your name and where you are and what's brought you here. So we start to set some collective intention. And you guys can put it in the chat if you want, or you can just turn your microphone. Okay. Sarah. Oh yeah, you got it figured out. Good. Press the right button. I was about to say something there. It's a message. Okay, so I'm just outside London in England. So who would like to share where they are? It sort of connects us as a group. This is more a group process, not a me just giving information to lots of you. Lavinia. Then we'll have Terry.
Hello everyone. I'm in Essex, the UK, and I was strongly attracted. Manifest world unity. That is what brought me here. I then got an intention to harmonize with the earth and with nature.
Lavinia. Okay. Terry.
Hi, I'm Terry, and I live close to Pennsylvania, near Philadelphia. The same purpose for joining is unity consciousness to kind of help with what's going on. As an empath, I'm feeling lots of fear and anxieties and depression. And I thought this would be a way to kind of connect with like-minded people to help heal some of what's going on. So thank you. And thanks for offering it. I've read your book and I was just blown away. So thank you very much for offering this.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Terry. Okay, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I live outside of Kansas City. I'm in the Kansas side in the United States, right in the heart of America. I love, well, I'm having a reading, David, on Thursday, and I'm very excited about that. I love following your posts on Facebook because I'm following many that are saying the same thing. I actually feel very excited. I'll be 75 in January, and I'm excited to be here to help with all the changes that are coming. And I also see and hear so much fear. I even witnessed that in a store the other day. A woman was visibly shaking. That makes me feel really sad. It's like if they only knew, but not all are going to know. And I believe that I'm here to help just hold the high watch and know the truth of what is coming.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Anyone else want to share their intention? Especially if you feel shy normally, it's a good time to practice. Christine, there you go.
Hi, Nicolas.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. It's nice to be here with all of you. Yeah, I just kind of joined this this meditation on a whim because the title attracted me, and I do agree and believe that as we all join together, we can intensify the beaming out of our light if we all gather and do it together. So that's why I wanted to be a part of this. I think that all the light workers out there that have large followings and that are doing this kind of thing is really powerful. We need to be doing more of them.
Okay, thanks, Christine.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to share your intention? Okay, Hillary.
Hi, everybody. I'm from Idaho in the United States, and I connected with Nicolas back in 2014 when just after his book came out, and have learned to really appreciate his body of work. And so today, I've been reconnecting with the information and had been working a very, very busy work life, and that has come to an end. So I've been getting focused again so that I can help share the words of and just the body of work that Nicolas has done. So it's just really an honor to be here with you all.
Okay, thanks, Hillary. Who wants to go next? Anyone? Oh, Christine, more.
I forgot to say where I'm from. I'm from Montreal in Canada. And Nicolas, well, I've worked a lot with you before, and I'm really happy to be here. I've done the soul contract level 1 training with Nicolas, and he's helped me a lot with naming my business and things. So Nicolas is wonderful, and he can help in lots of ways for us light workers. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. Hi, Cynthia. Like your new name. Yeah. Do you want to share your intentions?
I pretty much came on here, sir, just because I just felt naturally attracted to coming over towards your web seminar, as well as, oh yeah, I'm also from outside of Atlanta, Georgia, if anything.
Okay. Okay, Cynthia, do you want to share your intention? Thanks, LH.
Hello. I'm in Bracknell in Berkshire in England. I'm doing light body training. I've done divine healing, started with Nicolas, and done soul contract 1. Yeah, my intention for today is just to reconnect with some like-minded people. I'm taking time off work until after Christmas, and the energies are a bit intense, and I'm resting into doing nothing, but I'm finding it hard to do nothing. I'm losing my way a bit. So I wanted to reconnect with good energies. So when I saw this pop up this week, I thought, yes, I'll plug in and share what I have, share with you and receive from you as well. So,
Okay, thanks.
thank you. Thank you for offering this, Nicolas.
It's all right. Yeah, it's quite strong to do this. So I want to take you through some spiritual processes and principles in terms of how we can make a difference, see a big difference. So we're going to do that now. So I'm going to share the screen here. Make sure we get this right. So let's get to the next screen here. So let me find my pen. So this is the Christ consciousness grid, which sits on the edge of the atmosphere, where the atmosphere diminishes and we get into space. And this grid basically connects to all human beings. All species have a morphogenetic grid, which is why we're all connected in consciousness. So if a bunch of us infuse into this grid unity and a clear intention, which is what we're going to do today, world unity, that affects every other human being on Earth, even though there's 17 of you here, 17 or 15 of you here, but there's about 60 people, I think, registered or so. And anyone else who watches the YouTube video later will contribute towards this. So this concentration of light workers has an enormous effect. It's an exponential effect when we come together in groups. I'd say in God's name. It's really powerful. So we're going to use that effect to create change in the world. And when we come from a place of higher consciousness, of love and service, that higher consciousness intention, especially of love, transmutes a huge amount of negativity in the world. So don't feel just because there's only a few of us here, we're not making a difference. It makes a massive difference. Because higher consciousness, as a principle, transmutes lower consciousness, no matter how bad it appears to be in the world. And truth transmutes falsehood, given the amount of falsehood we're seeing in the world being put out. And you'll notice how the amount of falsehood is diminishing, is counted faster and faster every day. It's because more and more people are speaking their truth, that they want freedom, they want love, they want unity. So enough of us do this long enough, we will transform this world. It's transforming right now as the great darkness that's always been here comes out. So let's talk a bit more about this process. Okay, so we're going to manifest unity into this Christ consciousness group to create change here. So let's talk about how this whole thing came about. How do we end up down here in these bodies, and how do we end up in this game of what we call a game of separation from source? Why are we going through these end times? What's really going on here? And just to show you that it will work out, it has to. It's part of the natural evolution of this particular species and this planet and this solar system. Because it's already a done deal. We've already achieved what we're trying to do right now. It's inevitable. So here's source, all that is, on the 12th dimension, vibrating at a very high frequency. And this is us now, little bodies in the 3rd dimension. And so what happened was source created an out-breath of itself because it wanted to know itself more. It spent a lot of time thinking about it, but it wanted to experience itself in all sorts of different ways. So it had an out-breath of itself. And this out-breath gradually dropped through the dimensions. It got denser and denser. 11, 10, 11, 11, 10, 9, all the way down to the 5th, 4th, and now us in this 3rd dimensional, seemingly solid reality. And it got to the point where we went from pure consciousness and unity and love here to being in these dense physical bodies where when we're born, we inherently feel we're separate from all that is, from God. It's just the nature of it, and our ego feels abandoned by God. it feels, I'll find a diagram for that. We have 3 core programs that come through when we do this. We feel the following in some combination. We feel abandoned by God, got spat out on the 3rd rock from the sun. We feel unworthy to be loved by God, and we don't trust God because he dumped us on this planet. And it feels to our egos, which is a temporary construct to experience being separate from God, that we're alone. We're stuck here and there's no way out of here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to break through the barriers to reconnecting to source. By breaking through, especially this lower level of the astral plane where there's lots of energy interference. There's like a barrier to keep us accessing higher consciousness, because the idea is to feel as separate from all that as possible, because you are each a spark of source, a spark of the divine, a spark of God. So then you could have this sense of complete separation and then seek that special thing in your life, which we all search for from a very young age, especially as light workers, that there's something special I'm here to do. And no one will tell you what that is. And it's not coming from the 3D reality. It's not coming from school, parents, work. No one really knows the answer to that question. We're going around feeling something's not quite right here. Someone hasn't told me something. And basically the reality is set up this way so that we will seek out what that thing is, which is basically, how do I connect back to source here? And you might ask, well, why does source do this? I mean, this is pretty challenging at the moment, very difficult. It did this because it wanted to see if we as parts of it could feel as separate as possible. And then through this drive to find ourselves, we would come back in consciousness, would move back to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th dimensions, all the way back to source. And we have reached the end of this game of separation. This matrix, if you watch the movie, has expired. So the points of darkness which hold the matrix are separate, which is what you see as the control forces in the world doing what they're doing out there, has to show itself so it can be dissolved and transmuted by truth coming in and consciousness and love coming in. Once that happens and they dissolve and their control is released, we can then proceed much faster back to source. That's what's going on here. And so, because most people have forgotten that we come from here and believe what they read in the media and everything they've been programmed with, which is mostly untrue, what happens is that we focus on the things which aren't working. We focus on all the red dots here. We focus on all the stuff that seems bad, that seems fearful. And because we are a spark of the divine, what we focus on, why the law of attraction grows. So if you're focusing on fear in that store in Kansas City, you're going to get more of it. So our job is to focus on unity and oneness, to focus on the good stuff here, which is not all the fear-based things which are being thrown at us all the time. To focus on the reality we wish to create collectively, because then we pull our life force away from the program things we've been told to focus on, which is why watching the news is not a good idea, is to focus on what we do wish to create collectively. And if we do that, enough of us do that, we're going to get a lot more of that, because we've just taken our life force away from being programmed to create more of the same old thing, but to create a better world. That's the key with this. That's one of the big secrets, as I said. And so when we're under this enormous stress of what's been going on, because it's been going on nearly a year now, and you're all probably pretty tired of it. I am. I was actually quite scared initially till I worked out what was going on. Then I realized that they're just messing with us here. And the key here is to peel our ego onion, to peel the many layers in our ego, created by our soul contract, some of you mentioned that, to get back to the essence of the God self, source within us, which is pure love, which has no fear, which knows it's just part of God. Because the more of that you can access, the easier it will be to work through what we're going through. So this is the many layers of fears, uncertainties, all that sort of stuff that we are programmed with, and which are being exaggerated at the moment, being really affected by what's going on. So the way we clear this stuff, and what we're going to do is that once I've explained how this process works, this is a process of divine healing, which is ask and you shall receive, and source will help us, higher consciousness will help us clear a lot of the stuff holding us back. When we focus on what we wish to manifest, all the fears, which are in programming, negative programming the way, is going to come up to try and stop us getting back to source, trying to stop us creating unity. And that's going to come out in the process we're going to do, but then we're going to clear it with divine healing. So the thing is not to focus on all things which are bugging you, but focus on where you want to go, which is back to unity in this case. And when we do that, everything in the way will come up in the ego to try and stop you. But as it does that, we've effectively ambushed it. We brought it into consciousness, and when we bring something into consciousness and feel it, we can transform it. So you'll be free of that layer of fear or whatever's running for you. So the key is to have the willingness and desire and courage, get my right color here, to transform the issues blocking us and to send our consciousness into it and expand it to feel it for what you feel you can heal. This is the core principle here. So it's turning into things that are bugging you or terrifying you or worrying you. Right? But the ego doesn't want us to particularly do that. So what it does is it puts up layers of, it numbs us out with defense mechanisms here. It freezes us so we don't feel our core programs. Because if you can't feel it, you can't heal it. So what we're going to do today is that we're going to gently burn through, I'm going to redraw this guy. We're going to gently break through its defenses and get our consciousness into the programming stopping us here. And as we do that, what will happen is that, it's got to load a few more people here. What will happen is that we'll transmute it. As we transmute it, we get free of what all the negative energy which has been affecting us. Okay, so that's the core principle of what we're going to do today. In terms of clearing what's going on, that will happen in the second part of the session. But what we're going to move on to now is the manifestation process here. And the way we manifest world unity is we sit in our heart space. Okay, and this manifestation process comes from a Wayne Dyer process. Okay, he wrote a book called Manifest Your Destiny, and I've adapted that and included a lot of light body and ascension techniques in here. So what I want you guys to do is to have your feet flat on the ground, right, and close your eyes and take your shoes off if you've got them on. We're going to do this now. All right. I'd like you to breathe through your mouths and center into your heart space. And so what we're going to do, you can use this to manifest anything, which is why I've written all the slides for you. But we're going to do one focus manifestation here, what we're going to do. So you've got to have a clear intent of what you wish to create as if it's already done. So don't worry about how you're going to get there, right? Because it's easy for the mind to go off and try and figure it out. Nothing to do with that. Is what would be the feeling like to have, in this case, a unified world of love, where everyone's connected, where it is running at a very high level of consciousness and everyone's safe. Okay, that's the thing to focus on. Then you let the universe work out how to get there. Let God work that out. So it's important to focus on it as if it's already done. And the most important thing here is not to focus on any negatives, like I don't want this or I don't want that. For example, focusing, I don't want a lot of the stuff I'm seeing happening in the world, because if you do that, you'll just create more of it, because that's where your intention is. It's not about ignoring that stuff, but it's about not giving it any more attention than necessary. Because when you take your intention and energy away from it, it starts to dissolve. It doesn't feed it anymore. And be aware that your ego mind may start to chatter and create resistance to the positive manifestation. Just don't try and suppress it. Let it all come out, because we want to bring consciousness to it, but don't give it any more attention than necessary. Because what we're going to do is we're going to connect with oneness. And when we connect with oneness here, we connect to the oneness of all that is. When we feel at one with us, which is what we're going to do in a minute, we can draw from it, that oneness, anything we desire, because we are one with everything. And most of the time we feel separate. But we're going to do a thing called the Unified Chakra now. And when we feel one with that, what happens is that in that moment, we can draw anything from it we wish that's in divine order to come to us. If it's not in divine order, it'll never come, but if it's meant to come to you, you're going to accelerate that process. It's much more likely to turn up. So we're going to do a Unified Chakra meditation, and that's a meditation where we start from the heart and we create a glowing ball of this light, of soul light, and we expand it through all our body chakras out to the 14th chakra, way above our head and way below our feet. So what we're actually doing is that we're connecting all the way to source. We're becoming one with everything. And from that place of oneness, we'll commence the manifestation. Okay. So, when we do this, we breathe through the mouth, because that keeps us in our body. It's still about a feeling meditation. It's not about leaving your body. It's about feeling connected while still in the body to all that is. So what I'd like you all to do now is breathing through your mouth, keeping your eyes closed so the mental body stays switched off, is to breathe the ultraviolet light of the soul into the center of your heart, creating a glowing ball of light. Breathe the ultraviolet light of the soul into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the throat chakra and the solar plexus, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the brow chakra and the navel chakra, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the crown chakra and the base chakra, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of the heart. Expand and encompass the astral, causal, and electromagnetic bodies, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the alpha chakra, one hand length above the crown and slightly forward, and the Omega Chakra 1 hand length below the base of your spine, forming one unified field of light. Within, through, and around your body. Allow what we call the waves of Metatron. These are magnetic, electric, and gravitational waves to vibrate between the Alpha and the Omega chakras, and to merge with the astral, causal, and electromagnetic bodies, to create the kingdom. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 8th chakra, one hand length directly above your crown and your upper thighs, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. And allow the emotional body to merge with the physical fields. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 9th chakra, 2 hand lengths above your head and your lower thighs, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. And allow the mental body to merge with the physical fields. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 10th chakra, 3 hand lengths above the head and your knees, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. And allow the spiritual body to merge with the physical fields to create the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 11th chakra way above your head and your upper calves, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. And allow the oversoul to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 12th chakra way above your head and your lower calves, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. And allow the I Am Oversoul to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart. Expand and encompass the 13th chakra way above your head and your feet, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body. And allow the I Am Oversoul to merge with the throne. Breathe your awareness into the center of your heart and expand and encompass the 14th chakra way above your head and way below your feet, forming one unified field of light within, through, and around your body, and allow Source to merge with the throne. Breathe in and out of the unified chakra, unified field, into all the multidimensional parts of you. And feel the oneness that you truly are. Remember to breathe through your mouth as you do this. And allow the highest frequencies of your spirit, appropriate to the session, to radiate from the 10th chakra, 3 hand lengths above your head, into your crown chakra, then into your heart chakra, and to radiate out in all directions into the kingdom. So now we're going to focus on manifesting world unity. So I'd like you to send a stream of that ultraviolet light of the soul from the center of your heart to every other light worker on earth in this live part of the webinar, everyone else who's going to connect to the webinar later, and to every other light worker on earth. There's hundreds of millions of us on earth who came here to assist in this process, especially at this time. And just feel that connection, feel that group consciousness forming. And breathe in and out of that group consciousness. And while breathing into your unified chakra, connect to the Christ consciousness grid, which is at the barrier between the atmosphere and space. So we're connecting all light workers, all of humanity, all 7.5 billion of us, whatever the number is now, just with your intention. Feel the Christ consciousness group begin to activate as we connect to it. We are all sparks of the divine co-creating us. And then what I want you to do is I want you to focus on a shield of safety going from us to every human being on earth. Every human being is covered in a shield of safety, so they're completely safe from all of the unusual events happening in the world. No matter what happens, they will be safe. Focus on the safety. So when they feel safe, they can let go and relax and just trust. Send it up to the Christ consciousness grid. Send it into all human beings. Now I want you to focus on creating a world which is unified, where all hearts of all human beings are connected in love and are fully open, no matter who they are. It's important not to exclude anyone. Focus on that vision now, as it is for you. Connect up all their hearts, create this new reality, returning us to the oneness that we truly are. And breathe in and out of this oneness of humanity connected as one being, one consciousness. Feel the oneness. Feel the relaxation. And send this feeling of oneness, of heart connectedness up to the Christ consciousness grid so it transmits to every human being on earth. Do this now. This becomes a reality. Feel it propagate throughout the entire world. Feel the world relax. Feel darkness dissolve, feel unconsciousness dissolve. Feel people becoming a little more enlightened, a little more conscious. Feel them reach out to each other. Feel waves of light and love move around the world. Now we're going to begin the manifestation process at a higher level. This is the manifest your destiny process. So staying with that feeling of unity for everyone connected in the heart. You take that energy, that feeling, and take it down to your base chakra. This is the seat of our creativity. And we're going to use the sounds of God to begin. Send this energy up our pranic tube, up to our crown chakra. And we're going to make the sound of the word ah. What I want you guys to do is to switch on your microphones so you can hear each other, okay? We collectively do it together. It's very strong, the resonance that we're going to create here. Ah is one of the sounds of God. This is how we manifest the sounds of God. And as we do the sound of ah, we're going to move that unity, that image and feeling of unity from our base to our crown. So after me, we just go ah. After me, ah. 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 Great. More mics, the better. Ah. Sound energy comes into the transmission we're creating here. Ah. Ah. But we can go to the second stage, which is another normally 7 minutes. I'm just teaching you pieces. The second stage is where we still use ah, but we're going to go from ah from the base chakra to the crown, and from the crown out to oneness. You connect it to oneness with the unified field. So we're going to send this manifestation out to source, basically out to oneness. So do this now. Ah. Ah. Bring that unity of oneness with the Lord created. Ah. reaching all of it. Unity in the world. Love in the world. Faith in the world. In countries of any other settings, I can't let you do this. Normally you do this for about another 7 minutes, but we'll move to the third stage. The third set is 7 minutes. It's about 20 minutes in total. And the third set is where we feel, we move to feeling gratitude that this is already done, that the world is unified, everyone's safe, everyone's connected, everyone has a lot of love flowing between them. Even to those who've been playing the points of darkness in the world, we send them love as well. We connect to them because they're just playing a role. So we do the R from the base, out to the crown, out to source, out to oneness, and feel gratitude, because gratitude opens us to source. It brings, bypasses the ego, it brings magical things to the world. Here we go. Feeling gratitude now. Return to your refuge, rising and growing. It's already done. Unity in the world. Love it. Faith in it. Unity of breathing and being grateful. Feeling that gratitude. That's really. So it's only the other 7 minutes, 20 minutes in total. And normally you do this at sunrise. I'll teach you how to, the time shift that's required to do that later. Just stay in that feeling of expandedness, gratitude, unity. We had a slight drop out there, people. I'm not sure what happened. So just stay. Zoom had a bit of a glitch. So just stay in that unity and that gratitude. And that safe feeling of safety. Keep breathing into it now. Breathing in and out of that. Put your microphones on mute now. So. Okay. Because then we don't get the background noise. And just be aware of what's come up for you.
Oh, sorry.
If everyone could go on mute on the bottom left, that would be great, because we'll hear everything. Thanks. Just keeping your eyes closed. Be conscious of what's come up for you. And it's okay, whatever that is. It could be some negative emotion, it's fine. The idea is to bring it all out, to clear it. Okay. And then we're going to move on to the second part of the process, which is we're going to do some divine healing now, where we are going to ask higher self to start to clean up some of the stuff that's come up for you, so you can be at a higher frequency. And the first thing I'm going to clear with divine healing are what we call energy interference. It's what you saw here in the diagram. The lots of astral beings and entities which sit between the lower end of the astral plane here. We're going to clear a whole bunch of these guys out so that you can open a pathway to source. I'm going to clean up these guys here. Open a pathway to source. So keeping your eyes closed, I'm going to do this quietly now, but you may become aware of things leaving your body. We're going to remove earthbound souls first. These are beings who have left the physical body, which has died, and are hanging out with you because you carry a similar resonance, similar programming to what they were going through when they were embodied. Okay, so just relax your body and allow these things to leave your body. Nothing to be worried about here. I'll quietly clear them out. Okay, keep breathing through your mouth. Just be present with yourself. Feel the shift as they leave. Next group of beings we're going to clear are extraterrestrials, who are vibrating at a higher level, so we can't see them. But they're just here to check on what's going on here. They want to understand how our emotions work, especially. So we're going to ask them to leave because their presence alters our experience through the law of relativity. Maybe I want to clear these guys out now. Feel the energy shifts as the extraterrestrials leave. Third group of beings, we're going to release our discarnates, entities, and attachments, pretty much anything else that could be hanging out on the astral plane that's affected you. It's trying to stop you connecting to source. Okay, feel the shift as they leave. Okay, all the interference is left. So just hopefully you're feeling a little clearer and freer from them. Now these guys have gone. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to work on what we call main low frequency programs in divine healing. And these are the emotions and states which have come up as a result of the meditation in this case. So just become aware of any negative emotions or feelings or beliefs or states that have come up for you, and breathe your awareness into it rather than allowing the ego to avoid it. What we're doing is that we're bringing our awareness, feeling awareness, to the program. So closing your eyes, breathe your awareness into it, and then as you do that, expand your awareness as best you can. It may feel a bit strange at first because you may be used to your ego trying to avoid negative feelings and states. Just expand the awareness into it like this, because then we're going to clear it. It could be fear, could be doubt, lack of trust, whatever comes up. Okay. And allow yourself to open to all aspects of this feeling. I've got doubt coming up. Bring as much feeling consciousness to it as possible. Become aware of any attachment the ego has to holding on to this main low frequency program. Any feelings of being bad for having it. Because we all feel, oh, I shouldn't have that now. I should be more evolved than that sometimes. Any judgment we have around having it. Human ego is very judgmental. You can open to this, the more you can heal. And then we're going to do this command code. If you open your eyes, you'll see on the screen a command code we're going to do. And this is where you as a spark of the divine, you're God, are going to command the universe to do something. And the more you believe that you're God, the spark of the divine, the more powerful this is going to be. It's not just little words. Words are very powerful. Like in the Bible, it says, in the beginning was the Word, or the sound of God. So we're going to ask Saint Germain to burn all the stuff out of us. We're going to do it in bite-sized chunks. So if you switch your microphones on, we can hear each other. It's more powerful that way. We're going to do this together. So repeat after me. We are Saint Germain.
We
We
ask
ask
Germain
Saint Germain
For the purple flame.
to pour the
for the
purple
purple
flame
flame
Or the
Through the
purple
aura
flame,
and subtle bodies
through the
the
aura and
aura
subtle
and
bodies
subtle
subtle body.
bodies,
to burn away all low frequency energies
to
To
burn
burn
away
low
away
all low
all
frequency energies
energies
that we have discovered,
that
that
we
we
have
that
have
that we have
discovered,
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 so that new higher level vibrations
so
so
that
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 new
new
higher
higher
level
level
high-level
vibrations
vibrations
can
can
be accepted and encoded.
can be
can be
accessed,
accessed, accepted, and
accepted,
encoded.
and encoded.
We pause there, so that energy manifests. Next one, Saint Germain and Higher Self.
Saint
Saint
Germain,
Germain,
higher
Germain,
self,
higher self.
Please burn out in one go.
Please
Please
burn
burn
out
out
burn
in
out
one
one
the
go.
one go.
100% the core issue
100%
100%
core
core
issue
issue through all
for
levels,
all
levels and
levels
all
dimensions.
and
levels and
dimensions.
and
dimensions.
levels and dimensions.
We pause there. Look, we pause to let things happen. Otherwise, if we stack them up too fast, it doesn't work as well. 100% original cause through all levels and dimensions.
100%
original
cause,
cause
all
through
levels
all
and
levels and
levels
dimensions.
and dimensions.
100% the source of its power through all levels and dimensions.
100% the
100%
source of the
the
power
source of its
through all
power through all
levels
levels
and
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 dimensions.
dimensions.
100% all energy attached through all levels and dimensions.
100% all
100%
energy
all
attached
energy
through all
attached through
levels
all
and
levels and
dimensions.
dimensions.
All levels and dimensions.
100% all of its effects through all levels and dimensions.
100% all of its
100% of
effects
all of
through all
effects,
levels and
all of
Through
its
all
dimensions.
levels
effects
and
through all
dimensions.
levels and dimensions.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
you.
Spirit shift.
Thank you.
So it's a low frequency program's gone. Hopefully you're feeling a little lighter there.
Mm.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to clear any past lives which may have been triggered by the process. So this is normally a past life, clearing past life deaths. You may have some past life deaths associated with it. This is past lives in general, which may have been creating some of the negative feelings coming up. So close your eyes and just through your intention, connect all those past lives which have been triggered, all the past life files and your energy fields which have opened up from this process. We're going to clear them all now. I have 7 from previous ascension ancestors. Get a feel for how many there are, and another will just come to you. Breathe into those lives. They may seem very real as the files open. Connect to each one with your breath. Breathing through the mouth. That keeps you in the body. It's all about feeling this process. Make sure you connect to each of them with your consciousness. And then repeating after me. Microphone's on. I'm going to clear these now. higher self.
Higher self.
Higher self.
Clear, heal, and integrate
Please
Clear,
clear
Please heal and integrate
all these files and memories,
all these
All
files,
these files and memories,
memories,
including all cellular memories,
including
including
all
all cellular memories,
memories,
the DNA, and subatomic levels.
the
DNA,
DNA and the
DNA
subatomic
and
level.
subatomic levels.
levels.
I am now ready to heal all traumatic past lives.
I am now ready to
I'm
heal
ready to
all
heal
all
traumatic
traumatic
past lives
At all levels and dimensions,
at
at
all
all
levels and
Levels
dimensions,
and dimensions.
all time frames,
all
all
time
All
frames,
time frames,
realities,
realities,
universe.
and universe.
and universes.
Universes.
Just pause there to let that happen. I command that any soul fragments
I command
Command that
soul
any soul fragments
held with these memories
held
held with
memories.
these memories
are now returned to me,
are now
are
returned
now returned to
Fully
me
fully whole and
fully,
intact,
fully
whole and
as
intact
appropriate.
as appropriate.
I welcome these soul fragments back.
I welcome these soul
fragments
fragments back.
Pause there, let that happen. I command that the whole holographic matrix
I
I
command
command
the
the
whole
whole holographic matrix
be repaired,
to be repaired through
through
all
all
layers
layers
be brought
and
into
levels
alignment,
and levels,
and brought into
and
alignment
then
layers, levels, and then brought into full alignment.
and brought into full
brought into
alignment.
full alignment.
To allow
integration and balance to allow for wholeness to
The
emerge.
integration and balance
Integration and balance
to
to allow
wholeness
for
to
wholeness to
emerge.
emerge.
Let that happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just embrace the shift.
embrace the shift.
A lot of this old energy in you. You feel the frequency rising from that. Therefore, energetically, something's left. So what we're going to do now is we're going to help integrate that process through energetic nutrition. Okay. So this is about infusing specific frequencies energetically into you. And these are from amino acids, essential fatty acids, minerals, and vitamins. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes and pick a number 1 to 4. It'll just drop into your head. I got 3. Your higher self will just let you know what it is. Okay. So remember that number. And if you've got a 1, that's equivalent to A. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. If you've got an A, and close your eyes and pick a number 1 to 25 and write that down. That'll be the amino acid that you're going to infuse energetically.
Okay.
If you've got B, close your eyes and pick a number 1 to 19. You guys can switch off the, oh no, just leave the microphones on, we're going to use them again. Okay. You have to know what they mean or even pronounce them. Okay. All right. If you've got 3 or C, pick a number 1 to 21. If you've got 4, which is D, pick a number 1 to 26 and write down what the vitamin was. C is minerals. And now what we're going to do is we're going to infuse that frequency of that particular nutrition. So repeat this command after me. Higher self,
Higher self,
Higher self.
please
Higher
encode
self.
this nutrient
please
Please
encode nutrients
in perfect balance
in the
perfect
perfect
balance
That is required.
that it is required,
that
That
is
is
required.
and clear and
clear
aligned
and
All
aligned.
pathways
Clear and
all
aligned.
pathways
All pathways for
for
maximum
maximum
assimilation
assimilation, absorption, and
and
utilization.
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 Like these, as required for clear and align all pathways and
Utilization.
utilization.
Get back onto mute. Okay. So just get that integrated for a minute. So I want to get a little feedback to see how that was for people as you integrate. Who would like to share? You can put it in the chat as well, or just Sarah. You have to switch on the mic. Switch on the mic.
When you cleared we cleared the, was it the alien energies?
Extraterrestrial energy, yeah.
Yeah, boy, my body shook, especially my upper body. I could hardly stop it. And now my hands are very hot. And yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's very real. It's very real. Who'd like to share how that was? Christine?
Yeah, that part where we were clearing from all the different levels and layers. Like at the start of this whole thing, I felt very cold. And during that part, I felt an intense heat in my body, and almost felt a nauseous feeling also. Yeah, so I knew something was happening for sure.
Stuff coming out. Nausea is definitely disempowerment, something coming out of the body. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who else would like to share how that was? Atira Rom said, I felt warm as well. There was anger. Okay. Yeah. It's in the chat. Anyone else? No? Okay. So how was the manifestation process? This is only the first half. I've got another half to teach you. We had to get focused on creating it first and then clearing the stuff with divine healing, whatever came out. I'd like to share how the manifestation process was for you. Hilary says, intense heat, I'm now cold. Pam says, I have to leave now. I want to thank you all for the powerful moving meditation. Felt a lot of energy moving around in my heart center. Have a listen later. Thank you. Anyone else want to share the manifestation process, how that was? I'd just be interested to see how you found it. First time we've done it that way for this particular issue, that's why. Lavinia, do you want to share? I want to hear from at least one of you how that was.
Yeah, I felt as though to begin with, I was a bit hesitant about directing, the energy from the base up through and out of the crown. But by the time I got into it, I felt as though I could really feel it working or something happening. Yeah,
good. Thank you. Anyone else?
Cynthia, I felt really expanded and a bit lightheaded, but I could really feel the gratitude. It was a very warm and lovely state to be in. Yeah, and it reminds me to return to my daily gratitude practice because it feels so good. Okay. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, Natira Ram said, I thought of children and the natural happiness and joy they have, and the sport laughter and the smile. Hilary said, connected then calmness, unity. Anyone else? Manifestation. Okay, so Christine.
I was just gonna say that it's a blur. That's why I have nothing to say about it. Like I was there and I did it, but I don't. It's almost like I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's quite strong, the process. So the key is to do this at sunrise if you're able to. Tricky in winter because sunrise is, well, not so tricky in winter, it's a bit later. But that's not always possible because sunrise is a shift from dark to light. It's very powerful manifestation-wise. And it's important to start as the sun rises. You start the 20-minute process and have a countdown timer. It's better on a stopwatch than on a phone because then you have to open your eyes. But set it for 7 minutes for each of the 3 stages of the manifestation process. And you switch from the first stage is base to crown, second stage is base to crown to oneness, the manifestation, feeling it's done. Third stage is base to crown to oneness of gratitude. The other 3 stages, and you can use this for anything you want to manifest, provided it's a positive thing as if it's already done. Okay. And if you do consistently, so for 5 or 6 days in a row, things will start to turn up. But you've got to clear the issues that will come up in you, which is why we have the divine healing section, in order for it to occur. Because what the ego does is it tries to stop us, but if you try and go for something you really want, desire, it will actually bring up stuff, as most of you experienced, okay? You can clear it. This is how you create things in your life. So, as it's not always practical to do it at sunrise, especially in summer, because at sunrise is like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, use the command code. You say, Mother, Father, God, I command a time shift to sunrise. It could be 5:43 a.m. I'll put a link in the description on YouTube on how to find the precise time of sunrise. It's not the general internet search. That can be out by 20 minutes, but there's a program which you can enter your house address. It will tell you the exact time in that spot when the sun rises. And that's when you do the meditation, or you do the command code and ask Mother, Father, God to shift the program, the manifestation process back to that time from whenever you're doing it. Usually it's later in the day. Okay. Or maybe earlier if it's summer. And you do that process consistently. Don't do the same thing for 5 or 6 days at least in a row. Don't change the manifestation because you've got to build up a momentum of energy. And so that's creating something that what you desire, but it has to be in divine order of the soul. It can't be something which is not in divine order, otherwise it will never turn up. But you have to clear enough of the issues in the way of it turning up as well, which is why we do the divine healing. And then the second part of this is the gratitude meditation we do at sunset, which can also be found on the same program I'll put in the YouTube description, which is what I'm going to teach you now. And the gratitude is if it is already done. Okay? It could be gratitude for the thing you're manifesting in the morning, or it could be something else you're grateful for. Okay, or Lavinia says, my heart is expanded, love and warmth towards all. Okay, thanks, Lavinia. So we're going to do a gratitude manifestation. You start that on sunset. So what we can do now is I'll say, Mother, Father, God, I command a time shift. Everyone say this after me. Mother, Father, God.
Mother, Father, God.
I command a time shift.
I command a time shift
To sunset.
I command a
sunset
Today.
to sunset.
Okay.
Today.
16th of November 2020.
16th of November.
2020
At my location.
at my
My
location.
location.
Okay, so some of you are still in daylight, some of us are past sunset. So the energy will go backwards or forwards in time, depending on what you want to do here. So we use the sound of Om in this case. So what I'd like us to do is to do, the first Om goes from base, like before, but goes from base to crown. Let's do it for a couple of minutes. As if the world is unified, everyone's connected, there's love and safety for everybody. So if you close your eyes, let's do this now. This is an integral part of it. So the sound goes like this. Om. Base, the ground. Normally do it for 7 minutes on a countdown timer. So the second phase is on from the base to the crown and then out to oneness, because you're already in a unified field of force. So second phase. Keep your eyes closed for a little bit. The mind comes down. Gratitude, duty, love, safety in the world, connection.
Safety in the world. Gratitude open, expand in you. As if it's already done, gratitude is already done. Third stage, the word shalom, but still maintaining gratitude from base to crown to oneness, but shalom. Shalom.
Gratitude, unity, love. Just relax now. That takes you up to 20 minutes, three cycles of 7 minutes approximately. And just keep your eyes closed and breathe into that gratitude. Feel how expanded you are. Feel the world rearranging around this manifestation that we've co-created together. Feel it propagating through the Christ consciousness grid. Feel more oneness coming back into the world. Feel the shift that we have co-created together. I'm feeling gratitude for you guys turning up for this, to help me do this, to co-create this together. Just open your eyes when you're ready. So how was that? Just want to hear from a few guys. Lavinia.
For me, that was like, it was like a fountain. I think once I got the hang of going up, because I'm more used to coming out from my heart, like an expansion outwards this way rather than going up. And it was like a fountain.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Christine?
Oh, okay, sure. I yawned a lot, and I usually yawn a lot when I'm aligning and something shifting. So I yawned a few times, and also tingles and shivers like all through my body nonstop. Like I still have them now, so it's really cool.
Okay. Anyone else want to share how that was? We'll put it in the chat.
I had a huge shift.
How
And
did, what happened?
as I normally release energy by gagging, and that was a big one. So.
Yeah. Anyone else? El Hajj is very invigorating. Sarah, how was it?
I'm just so grateful, and I really appreciate you, Nicolas, bringing us together and doing this. During the whole thing, I thought, boy, I wish we could do this weekly right now, because I believe the energies are going to get even more intense. And I feel very calm and peaceful right now.
Yeah, well, you can watch the video again. I'll send it out in a few days and connect with it. Because lots of other people will be connecting with it who couldn't be on it live. And it will carry the same transmission as it does live. Okay, to connect with it again.
Thank you.
Because if enough of us do this, we will create that. And this is the biggest secret that's been hidden from us. Our co-creative power is a group, everyone involved, just enough of us, hits a critical mass, and that reality starts to manifest in the world. Okay, so that's how we change it. Okay.
Can I talk again?
Yeah.
I just want to say, we have not watched nor heard national news in the US for probably 2 months now. And that has helped incredibly. Me not being a stress, of course I get it on Facebook, but I can pick and choose what I watch, and that's helped so much.
Yeah, well, the purpose of the news is to create a different reality than we desire. So that's the whole purpose of the news. Okay, thanks, Laurie. My voice is calming, apparently. Okay. All right. So, anyone else want to comment or put anything in the chat about how that was for them before we move to the next piece? Now, cherry bike, agree and avoid mainstream news as well. Yeah. So, let's talk a bit more about the process here. So, the key with the process here is to always focus on what you desire to create in the morning and what you're grateful for in the evening. And do it when it feels right. But if you really want to manifest something, especially with what's going on now, do as many as you can in consecutive days. Not always possible given the pressures of life, but just try that. And I've created some amazing things in my life as a result of this. Okay, so if you're interested in divine healing, a little bit about that. It's based on asking you shall receive. It was downloaded from source for this time. Our mirror, Ariel Hilaire, who created the Center for Conscious Ascension with me, she downloaded it in about 2005, the beginnings of it, with two other healers, two other friends of ours, Mary and Roshan. And the whole purpose of it is to help you, give you tools to get back in consciousness to source, to get back, to dissolve all the illusion between here and to get you back to source. That's the purpose of this work. And which you've just experienced. And basically in there we should dismantle your entire ego construct. That's the purpose of it, and manifest what you came to do, what your true purpose is. Delivery, gift of service to the world in summary. And the essence of it is really, as you experience, is to experience whatever comes up, the mud of life, the karma of life, and transmute it into lotuses. It embodies all things because it sees all things as one, the way this works. It's sort of a summary of it. And it's helping us move from avoidance of our programming, which is what we mostly do. And then we have judgment, which is what we work, judgment and feeling bad, which is what people who are more aware do, to actually what you guys did, which is resonating and owning whatever's there, feeling it, feeling where it came from, then clearing it. Then a layer of your ego onion just dissolves and you become a little freer, a little less fear of what's going on. So what it's doing is it's dissolving all of the programming in us from our ego that's holding back our life force and freeing up our life force so we have more energy to manifest what we truly desire in life. Okay, so has anyone got any questions about the divine healing process? Some of you are already practitioners, but some may be interested. Lara said here, grateful I came to the session, still experiencing ear ringing and tingling at left temple. I'll keep practicing. Okay. So, no questions? All right, just to finish off then. Okay. So, we were looking at the Divine Healing Manual here. So, basically, divine healing is about empowering yourself and by feeling your way through the many layers of programming we have. And this is available if you're interested as a 4-day online Zoom training. And there are 26 charts here. We went through a few of them today. We went through energy interferences, low frequency program clearing, past lives, and nutrition. That's what we did today. We spend 4 days online, about 4.5 hour sessions at a time, learning how all these charts work. And you learn the theory of it, we get a demonstration, and then you practice on each other on Zoom, in Zoom breakout rooms. You give and receive these treatments. So you have 4 days, you get an intense, it's a healing intensive, plus you learn how to do it on yourself and on others. So it's useful for self-clearing, which you need to do a lot of these days. I'm doing a lot more than I used to, so that you can actually get through this massive shift we're making in consciousness. Plus you can use it on others as a therapist as well if you want. So if you're interested in this, we're doing another one on the 11th to the 14th of February. It runs 3 times a year. You can find out more at divinehealingtraining.com. Because the clearer you are internally, okay, the more you can create this world that we've been talking about. Okay, because we can only go as far as we're clear inside us. It makes it easier to navigate a lot of what's going on. So if you're interested in coming, it's a deposit of 175 UK pounds or $230 US. And total fee, which does include the deposit, is 520 UK pounds or $690 US. And you can find out more at the divinehealingtraining.com. This sort of saved my life when I learnt it from our mirror in 2006. This got me to where I am now. Just cleared so many programs that freed me of the ego, a huge amount of the ego, so that I could actually get on with the mission, and enable me to get to the mission mainly. And collectively, the more of us that are clear of our issues, the higher the frequency we rise to, the higher frequency we can help others shift to in our life, which is what this is how we get through this very challenging time we're in. So enough of us at a high enough consciousness level, we transmute a lot more of the negativity of what's going on in the world. It only needs a few of us, a small number of us, to do that. And then the negativity dissolves, and after a while it will just disappear. So working on ourselves is very important at this time. So, any other questions before we finish? No? Okay, so I'll send the video out in a few days, so it'll have the same strength as it has now. Okay, so just be aware of that if you want to reconnect with the energy of it. So I want to thank everyone for coming and engaging. Hope you enjoy that.
Thank you.
All right.
So much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody.
you.
Bye.
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 Mhm.